Hello there, namaste. So this is the final episode of it, and it was primarily serious. So for TD, it's basically about him choosing to take the judgeship, whether he does or doesn't. He speaks to like the person, his right hand, and he's all, you need to make this decision yourself. He talks to like the judges themselves, and they all give him different opinions, and he basically has to choose for himself. And you know it's going to be a serious one because they started off with a murder case. And immediately it's like you're trying to figure out justice. Like even the lawyers are talking about fabricating evidence to get all three accused put in prison when one of them, there's no evidence tying him to the case. So it's very questionable. Like there was like no comedy in this one. It's like it's very difficult to throw it in. Sure, there were probably a few smiling moments, a few feel good moments, like when the female judge is talking to TD, trying to give him an example of the kick, the real powerful moment of being a judge. So I enjoy it. I actually liked how it really did do its pacing. It started off confusing. I absolutely was completely confused. Then it got hilarious. It continued to be funny as it started to introduce more darker and darker tones until it gets to the very end where there's basically manslaughter, and you're just following along through this. The young attorney, she finally gets her first case. She finally gets it. I guess that marriage case wasn't entirely hers, but she finally gets her first case on her own. The TD decides to pursue his future, and he starts giving for some reason he gives his seat of being the head of that firm or whatever it is to the lady Dee, the female judge that had always been just outside, you know, getting clients and fishing them off to other people. One thing I did like, though, is like I had been mentioning it, like the differences between like attorneys here in the US and then in India from what I'd been seeing. Like I was like, here they become politicians, here they climb the ranks, and they're like in India, they're a joke. And I'm just like, okay, at least they acknowledge the differences. Yeah, here it was everything I was saying. They use that as a platform to get into politics, you know, where they never need to work a day in their life. And then they just start scamming money off the top through their what's it called? Fundraisers. And tell me how someone who gets paid $10 like a day, just enough to eat, like you're given a place to live, you're given food to eat, and you're given just a tiny bit of money for spending cash. How do you become millionaires? You know what? This is a different topic entirely. How do politicians become millionaires? That's a completely different topic. But yeah, I enjoyed how it really did get me from the confusing aspect straight into the ridiculous and then back down into the serious. It was a fun show. It really was nice. The only real grounded character is the young attorney. You can relate to her, you can identify with her, you can feel in her shoes because she's confused, and she's the moral compass, and it's good to have someone like that. It makes us all feel like we're not so terrible when there's someone there who can call it out, and not everyone is terrible, and someone who's there to basically bring everyone else down from their, well, they've gotten so jaded to it. They need a moral compass there, and I like that. I like this show. It was definitely worth the time I took to watch it. It's a fun, definitely worth the watch. Thank you all for watching. Talk to you next time. Toodles.